G'day Marvel Future Fight gamers, VaderG here, welcome back to the channel. In this video, going to have a chat about what we've seen in the sneak peek so far, so Hyperion Tier 3 and Wolverine Phoenix Force uniform. Is it Phoenix Force? Yeah, it is. Enter the Phoenix uniform, and Captain America Enter the Phoenix uniform. Also going to have a chat about new materials that are going to be introduced to the game and what that could actually mean for us as players. So first off, Wolverine new uniform, man, this is, if there's something to look forward to for this update, I know we've all been burnt before. What have we got? We've got sort of 1, 2, haven't even bought that one, 3, 4 uniforms. 4 uniforms for Wolverine. This one's kind of garbage. This one was actually Alliance Battle Extreme meta back in the day, but yeah, so obviously not now. And this one's, is not terrible, but it doesn't make him anything special in any game mode. And Wolverine does have a huge amount of fans, so why would we not have a powerful Wolverine? So potentially the same with this Enter the Phoenix uniform. Hopefully ABX meta, combat hero, or could he be villain? I'm not really sure with this Enter the Phoenix uniform. I've just read a couple of articles and I haven't read any comics or anything like that. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Hyperion will also get a fair bump, and so the Superman takeoff, you can kind of imagine his power level. I guess Superman pretty much level as it is, and then you throw the Phoenix Force on top of him, and Cap America, well, Cap's Cap. He's got more uniforms than buddy, Paris Hilton. Cap does not need any more uniforms, but he is desperately lacking any usefulness in this game, generally in most top modes. So yeah, he's probably due for a refresh as well. If I'm being honest, it's nice to have a character that everyone has, everyone knows, and then throw a nice uniform on him and make him relevant in at least one game mode. So that's kind of that side of things. Definitely the Wolverine one. I'm looking forward to that. I haven't not even tier 3'd Wolverine, for the simple fact that he's been trash for an extended period of time. When he was Alliance Battle Extreme meta, he did not even have a tier 3. Okay, so that's out of the way. So they're kind of the cool things that potentially could come with this update. The kind of things that I'm really dreading are the grinding, or the forced grinding of story mode, and the forced grinding of this shitbox mode, timeline survival. Yeah, great. So undergoing maintenance, can't even click on it, but I never click on it anyway, right? Because it's pure trash. So what am I talking about with this? Well, let's just have a look at this. Let's have a look at what they've written in game in the news. So if you just log onto the forum under news, you can pretty well have a look and see that there's a new material being introduced into the game called Artifact, and it goes on to say artifacts that can amplify instinct will be added. Artifacts are a new type of gear that can amplify the characteristics of a hero and add a new ability based on instinct. So new ability, so that will be probably not a new skill, but a new trait, I'm guessing. We're aware that a lot of our agents feel burdened with growing instinct. I don't feel burdened at all. I don't even know what that means. And have gone through numerous discussions to prepare various places for acquisition and the near future to transfer the level of artifacts. I have no freaking... That does not even make any sense, that whole paragraph. But anyhow, whatever. Basically, they're saying that we should be hyped about artifacts. Artifacts can be acquired from the story mode and timeline survival. Great. The two shittiest modes in the whole game. That's where you can get this stuff from. We also reduce the gap between agents by allowing additional artifacts that can be acquired from the store, of course, if needed for free, highly unlikely, or with crystals, more likely, and gold. And I've got no drama with gold, don't worry about that. To alleviate difficulties, the enhanced level of artifacts that have already been enhanced and equipped can be transferred to a newly equipped artifact, aside from removing the gear by unequipping. So basically, if you have an artifact on your hero, I'm guessing it's some sort of additional gear, you get it up to, say, plus 10. They're saying that you can, for some sort of fee, I imagine, transfer that plus 10 onto another hero if you've already amplified it, or if you want to remove it. So, pretty poor sales pitch on what, to me, sort of smells a fair bit like a shit sandwich to eat. So the new materials, here's what I'm sort of thinking. I think the new materials will obviously be OP, right? I think that they will be time consuming to grind. I think story mode is the most time consuming and probably the most mundane, boring shit mode in the game at the moment. I mean, you play it once, it's good. You play it however many other times, and it's just like, bleh, turn your brain off and just, but the thing is, you've got a manual play. You can't auto it. You can't auto play it, and that kind of sucks, right? And then what's going to happen is obviously they'll monetize it, and in the store there'll be areas where you can buy these freaking artifacts, and who knows how much they're going to cost, how much, if it's going to be crystals, if it's going to be gold, and really that's for the ultra whales who can't be bothered actually farming the stuff, so they'll just buy it outright. And no doubt that it'll be monetized in that method. There'll probably be different grades of artifacts. You might be able to get some basic shit ones free to play and grind with a minimal drop rate of some really good artifacts. And obviously you'll be able to pay for the real good artifacts, which is really designed for the super whales and ongoing monetization of this game, as if they don't have enough to monetize in the game already. So yeah, my thoughts on that. Well, clearly I'm not going to be buying it. I'm not going to be buying that shit. My sort of alarm bell started ringing a long time ago when you start thinking about buying stuff in game so you don't have to play the game. To me, that is sort of real counterintuitive to what really should be an entertaining experience. And if what you're doing is paying to then not do the experience, or not to actually play the game, it's not only is it pay to win, it's pay to not play, and that is, that's a slippery slope. And realistically, I can kind of see if this becomes a real time burden on players in the game, then yeah, this could be the exit point for a lot of players within the game. So yeah, look, they're my thoughts on this. I don't want to preempt it. I don't want to be too doom and gloom, but I've been on this merry-go-round quite a few times before in this game with new shit introduced and how they do it and how they monetize it. And yeah, within 6 to 12 months, they'll be throwing the stuff at us. So people who buy it will be going, why do I even bother buying that crap? Because now I'm getting it for free, or they're giving it away in events or whatever, right? So this is how the cycle goes. The real issue I do have with it is the time factor. The time factor for timeline survival. This is a stupid thing. You expire your energy and all this different stuff, whatever it's called. You have to wait, then you have to go back in, then you have to do it. So it's basically, in my opinion, it's mechanisms, and particularly with story mode, which is just so time consuming, mechanisms to try and keep players in the game for longer, and that way the players are more inclined to spend money and to accept spending money in a game, right? And the way the psychology works with that is, if you do let's just say playing golf. If you play golf very irregularly, you don't care if you have a shit pair of clubs, because you're only doing it here and there and you don't really mind, right? It doesn't matter. If you're doing it all the time, so if you're putting a lot of time and effort into playing golf, for instance, you want to upgrade, you want to get some decent clubs, because you're putting a lot of time, you're investing a lot of time into that, you're happy to spend money on it. And I believe that's the psychology that Marvel Future Fight developers are taking when it comes to this artifact type stuff. But yeah, it could be make or break for a lot of people, I imagine, if they do it wrong. Anyhow, two positive things, hoping that do come out of this update. In my, for me personally, OP Wolverine uniform. That is what I'm really looking forward to, and hopefully Netmarble keep their brain about them. Developers have some sense, and the new materials are reasonably quick and easy to grind, similar to War Boss Ultimate, which is a really quick mode to grind. Giant Boss Raid, very, very quick to grind, 60 seconds. So that's what I'm hoping. Guys, let me know in the comments below what you're thinking might be coming with this update. Also, very strange we're having no live stream for this update, and considering it's a pretty massive update, Enter the Phoenix, it's a really big update, and including not only that, but an epic quest as well for the Eternals. I'm really kind of blown away that they're not doing a live stream, and have to really wonder why that is not occurring. So also interested to see what you guys think about that. Anyhow, please comment below, and yeah, stay safe, guys.